saw the Houston Texans dominate the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football, but there's still this gut feeling that I'm just not very impressed with the win. And we'll talk about it a lot more here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Duke, and this is The Lead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. You're not going to find anybody with more passion speaking about your favorite Houston sports teams than right here. Astros, Rockets, Texans. I try to do it all. I speak to a camera, and sometimes I hope it speaks back. What y'all can do is comment down below. Let me know, how are y'all feeling after that win against the Dallas Cowboys? I know a lot of us are hyped that we beat Dallas, but let's have a legitimate conversation. Are you impressed with the Texans after that win? And personally, I'll answer that question and go into detail here. I'm not very impressed. I feel like it's still the same old Houston Texans. The defense dominated the game, especially in the second half. I thought they turned it up another notch. Offensively, I'm looking for more. Like Joe Mixon, I understand, had a hat trick of 3 touchdowns. CJ Stroud did not play his best football. That's not what I was wanting to see. I wanted to see CJ Stroud look a lot more comfortable, look like he's having fun out there, let it rip, let it loose. All of these words were being said about CJ Stroud being described for him and how he was going to trend towards playing for this upcoming game. It just didn't happen. He had some bad throws in the game, interception. He had a bad pass to Nico Collins that was intercepted. We can go in a few weeks backwards too, but overall, the Houston Texans offense didn't impress me. They only gave up 1 sack on CJ Stroud, and if there's any silver lining, I guess that's a good win, but there were still some pressures on CJ Stroud. He was still running around at times. He looks uncomfortable. The pressure seems to be getting into his head in terms of, him trying to get rid of the football a lot faster than he should. Sometimes the pocket's fine. He's just like looking to get rid of the ball immediately. I understand why. The play calling is not very helpful for him either. But this win doesn't do a lot for me. I expected the Houston Texans to dominate the Dallas Cowboys. I had a 33-9 prediction, but I was hoping within those 33 points that we were going to see touchdowns from CJ Stroud. And when you look at the stat line of 254 passing yards, no touchdowns and an interception, it's not very good. And the conversation around him having a sophomore slump becomes very real. The Houston Texans and we as fans know that CJ Stroud can make the throws that are necessary for him to be in the conversation as a top 10, top 5 quarterback. We saw it all of last year. He made unbelievable throw after unbelievable throw after unbelievable throw. And it just felt like the first few weeks of the season, he was replicating some of that magic from his rookie year coming into his sophomore year. But lately, and especially this previous game, CJ hasn't played his best football. The Houston Texans offense, again, did not look very impressive. The offensive line took baby steps, cool. They only gave up a sack, but there were still some pressures. And I just don't feel very good about the win. I'm just like, oh, okay, yay. I'm excited. I'm happy that we beat Dallas because it's always fuck Dallas and because this is the Lead Houston where it's all Houston all the time. Y'all know what it is. But the win didn't make me go, oh, okay, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's Houston Texans football right there. I want to see a competent offense doing their thing and pushing the ball down the field and looking confident and looking competent to scoring against better teams. And hopefully, all of these concerns are hopefully going to get answered within the next 2 weeks. I want CJ and this offense to look better because if the offense is going to play average to good, you got a fighting chance with anybody in the league because you have a legitimate defense. And that defense, my goodness, it is scary how good that defense is. And we're going to get into that in a different conversation in a different video. But overall, I'm just not very impressed with the win from the Houston Texans. 34-10 is a very convincing win. It's a dominating win. They destroyed the Dallas Cowboys. They embarrassed the Dallas Cowboys. They did. But offensively, I just feel like there was still some meat left on the bone. And I feel like the Texans could have capitalized a lot better with CJ Stroud and how he produced this previous Monday night. And I just want to see better for this team. The expectations are a lot higher, and it's not there's nothing wrong with shooting for the higher expectations because we saw CJ Stroud perform at a level that was unexplainable at times as a rookie. I understand that in the sophomore year, it could be hard to, duplicate the bar that he just raised from his rookie year. But hey, oh, well, you're the one that talked the talk. You're the one that talked a lot this offseason. I want to see you back it up a little bit more. I need to see some bounce back games from CJ Stroud, specifically next two games, Jags, Titans, or Titans, Jags. I don't know the order specifically, but both teams are absolute dog shit. CJ Stroud should go out there and be slinging the rock, doing this thing, having fun, throwing touchdowns, and getting dubs. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed night.